And so, in your opinion, what are some key recommendations you make when correctly structuring rental lending to best maximise tax deductibility?
Tell them I gave that question. Well, some of the mistakes
Sure. What are the key recommendations you make when correctly restructuring rental lending to best maximise the tax deductibility?
So without stepping on the accountant's sort of toes, so I won't give you tax advice, but one of the things that I do see often is people perhaps have got home lending or personal lending, and then they're looking at lending for rental investment purposes, and they will often sort of either top up their home loan or rob from their facility, maybe a revolving credit facility, or they will use savings towards the rental purchase. Instead of perhaps thinking about locking off that savings off their home lending and borrowing what would be perhaps 100% for the rental property. So there are obviously tax incentives to structure as much debt as possible as rental debt. So for instance, if you bought a rental property at $400,000, you had $80,000 sitting in the bank, and you had a $100,000 home loan, it wouldn't make sense to put the $80,000 as a deposit down on your rental purchase and borrow $320,000. You would knock that off your home loan and borrow the whole purchase price. So just sort of little things like that. Often I see people buying a rental property, buying a home to live in and wanting to turn their home into a rental property. That can often be, if you don't think about the structuring of that, you can often end up having a very small mortgage on your rental property, which was your home, forming your home, and a very big mortgage on the home that you live in. And it's not wise at tax time. Your accountant won't like you for that. So it's important to get some good advice from the likes of an advisor like us, and as well as your accountant, to make sure that you look at the practical ways to structure debt best for those sort of scenarios. But yeah, I think your home debt, your personal debt, your future plans on what you want to do with your money should come in consideration before you start throwing money into a rental purchase. So if you are mortgage free, have some money to put into a rental investment property, but know that in 6 months' time you want to upgrade your home, you'd be wise to obviously hang on to your home, your savings for that, and perhaps borrow as much as you can for your rental property, rather than going to the bank asking for some money for that boat or that holiday home or something later on. So just sort of looking ahead, planning, and getting that structure right, so that you can claim every interest of dollar, every dollar of interest that you are paying that is related to a rental property.